arrested.
Baba Booey.
Baba Booey.
Baba Booey.
I have posted announcement. And in the interest of getting started for Drake's sake, let's just get right into it. Hey, people of the stream, what's going on? Welcome to another iteration of DBA Data Bounties, one of the various spin-offs or offshoot of our more or less weekly tabletop RPG running the anime campaign or Epithet System, known as Destruction Bench Agreement, or DBA, as we tend to call it, taking place within the campaign's DBA database, which is a virtual reality landscape used by the Destruction Bench Agreement organization for various things, simulations digitally, keeping and recording knowledge, records, data of things that happen within DBA and whatnot, and just generally a lot of different virtual reality landscape things that you could possibly imagine. And the people maintaining this simulated virtual world often want to stress test the system and make sure that their knowledge is either up to date or accurate or whatever other thing they may want to be testing. And, well, wouldn't you know it, rather, all the DBA people, or at least a good chunk of the people that come to DBA, are always looking for some sort of big fight challenge to sink their teeth into. So it's a little bit of a win-win, and they come up with data bounties, hence the name of this series, which are little challenge battles. And this is our fun little challenge battle mode that we do, and it's all that. It can be anything we want because it's on the computer book. So yeah, we got that. That's baseline premise. We got our GM here for today. We got Ballast.
Hello, I'm Ballast. I'm GM for today.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Whoa!
We currently weren't doing anything today, and I have today off, and I was like, well, you know what? I want to do something today, so let's do something, and that's what we're doing. Yeah!
Yeah, dude! And then we got our players here, playing in this gosh darn bounty. Hey everybody, I'm Patronix or Slay, whichever you prefer. I'm streaming, so if there's any issues on any fronts of anything, make sure to let me know. And I'm also playing Victor Atomic Karate Master, wandering the world to train his craft, for even a master of atomic karate has much to learn about the world. And relatively recently, in the grand scheme of things, he's gotten involved with DBA. He took an entrance exam. And to my, unless a rug has been pulled under from me, I believe that he passed said exam. So, he may not have been in a proper episode yet, but he is, in some form or another part of this organization. So now that he's part of it, he's gonna make use of this training facility they seem to have. So yeah, I'm playing Victor. We got bada bing, bada boom. We got Drake.
Hello, I'm Drake, also known as Barfin Mouth Guy. I'm barfing in mouth, and I'm coughing a lot, so I'm gonna try not to do that. I'm getting over kind of being sick. But I'm playing Manda. He's my little wee boy who went from super nothing to super.
Oh yeah,
Hey, boy.
And then last
Kind
but
of a
not
mainstay in the bounties.
yeah, he's a true bounty veteran at this point. And last but not least, we got Gecko.
Hello, I'm Gecko, like listed earlier. I'm playing Val Pilgrim. Val Pilgrim. Fuck. She's not really a part of DBA, but she's seen it around, and a friend got involved and whatnot. So she's checking it out. Seeing how it is.
Yeah.
She plays a gotcha. That's a power.
Her power is Gasha.
I'm gambling.
So yeah.
Gambling. I'm it.
Gambling. And guess what? Not only are we in, but you could be too. How? By joining our Discord server. There it is. Join the link. Whoa! There it is. Join our community Discord. Bada bing, bada boom. There's the post. All right.
Yeah.
Cool. So hey Ballast. What are we doing here today?
Hello, Soleil. We're doing a bounty, and the bounty is one that we've done a couple of times before, where I have this character who, I don't know if you know this, but his epithet is dryness, and he used to be a big old powerful pharaoh, but then he got like pneumonia or something a few thousand years ago and just went into a coma for a few thousand years. But this is like, what if he didn't? What if he was still a big, powerful pharaoh man, and you had to fight him? That's what it is. Speaking of, let's move into the data chamber.
Hey.
And once everybody's settled in, then we can get that initiative going.
Oh my god.
Yeah, there's a lot of
He
dudes.
has 10,000 guys.
Yeah, dude, this is a tough bounty. We're gonna have to fucking do it, dude.
I was maybe expecting like a few guys. He brought the whole gang. He brought the extended family. He brought the pets.
Oh, also I realized really quickly, right? I am a master because I practice daily, so I should do my my morning
let's
warm
see.
up real quick. Natural +1 on my everything, dude.
Oh my god.
Well, let me just, I was going to put on the
Nah,
combat theme, but I think there's a more important thing I need to
you
put
do
on.
whatever you want. Oh boy. Fucking line attack variation to hit a 1x20 line to hit, this guy, Aken, and this guy with it. So, up. Nunchaku. Another 20!
Jesus Christ.
Well, I
That's
was
21.
putting on the thing and then looking in my DMs to type something, but I guess I'll put on the actual theme of the combat real quick.
I'm sorry.
He's so
Alright.
fucking ready.
He's so ready,
All
dude.
right, so, okay. What exactly is it you were doing?
This is a 1x20 attack as he fucking whips out his nunchucks after saying that, fucking, and then whip cracks it, right? As he releases, quote, 1,000,000,000,000 newtons in this 1x20 line to hit these guys for what would be, with the crit, 12 damage.
Alright, so you're gonna finish off this sand soldier and this sand soldier immediately. Let's see. Do I want to use it anytime, or do I want to do that instead? Yeah, okay. I'm going to say that one of the guardians just reaches out as the fucking atomic radiation would seep into Aken, and it just absorbs that attack, as it were.
Gotcha. Yeah, yeah.
It doesn't look good anymore since it did that, but you know, Ocken looks fine at least.
Yeah. As, you know, he does that, releases the line of 1,000,000,000,000 newtons, and then crosses his arms. No, Sandman. Your turn. As he's just gonna stand there, staring at them, waiting.
No, sorry, I think it's Vow's turn, actually.
Yeah, it is.
Val whistles in the background, like... I watching this dude just jump immediately into combat, like, and then launch this fucking attack. Well, yeah, I was feeling a little worried about this, but it looks like we got a nice big strong man to help me out here.
The
So maybe I
strongest
shouldn't
there
just like
is.
this. Ooh, the strongest. I like the sound of that. Alright.
A quick
she-
question, Soleil. Does any of Vic Tector's... Does Vic Tector specifically pierce the art, or no? Just to confirm. For the sake.
I don't think that he does. No.
Alright. I didn't assume so. I just wanted to... I figured it's important to
Okay,
make sure with how this
though-
stuff works.
There is something important, right? Sorry to interrupt. Penny sent me the upgrade I would have
You
gotten
got
at
an
22
upgrade,
prof, right? So I would have had this before I crit the second time. And wouldn't you know it,
Oh,
it
okay.
upgrades the basic attack, which increases its base damage by 1. So it's actually 14 damage.
Alright, well, you know, that means that it recovered 2 from the DR it had, but also takes another 1
Yeah.
damage.
Oh, and I can spend another 2 stamina to release another 1x20 cardinal line. Because it's cardinal, I can't make use of it right now, but that's good to know.
That is pretty damn good, yes.
Yeah. Christ.
Okay. 3. Okay. So Val in the background, sort of holds her hand out and manifests these little you know, gacha currency looking things, like little crystals with like fractally rainbow infinity looking insides, and crushes them, manifesting a ticket, which she then burns. So it is time to pull. I've got a whole macro for this. I'm getting a premium ticket. It's a common! Oh! Good. Alright, so that's a D23. And... oh, good! This is just what we fucking need. It's Monty Chip! This is the worst one!
Oh
to get.
boy.
Alright, so Val holds this ticket out and it sort of burns into sort of like ethereal purple fire, and then overlaid in sort of like a shattered glass style over her is like a fucking boring ass business suit. This does not seem very appropriate for the fight, but I guess I'll give it a shot. So... Oh god. I don't want to get close to these fucking things. You know what? I think I'll just do one of these. Alright. Let's... Yeah, you know what, fuck it, let's go for it. Need to be here. Just gonna move up here and use tax reports. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
She just manifests a whole bunch of fucking paper and just whoops. Oh, it's all over here. Oh, it's a 3x1 cone, so that's not too bad. I don't know how to fucking. It'd be like.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that.
Alright. So it does 3 damage to them,
Yes.
and then roll it.
On rolls of 15-1,
Yep.
paper cuts, but they don't. I assume they can't get bleed, so it doesn't matter. But
I mean, they can be affected by statuses.
okay.
They're equivalent to bleed, just losing more sand. So like, you know, it's not like they can't, you know.
Yeah. Okay. Well, in that case, they get 22 plus Cosmos Blade.
Alright, yep, so they all get 2 bleed. Let's see.
So not too bad. But
2. And is that your turn?
yes.
Alright. Hawkins' turn. Let's see. Alright. Alright, yeah. Okay, so we will start with our funky little guys. The smaller guys have 5 movement, so we'll do them first. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it is. Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 5. 4, 5. 5. And these two are just going to have held actions. That way they can try to clear out their blade.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Without dying. So these two are these 3 that are surrounding Val are going to attack them. That 20 would have been really bad for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd say so.
Considering their attacks deal 4 damage.
Ooh.
Alright, now one is going to go for Victector and the other is going to go for She. I'll go for She first, then Victector.
Okay.
Alright, Victector, you're getting hit for 4. Gyarados is fine.
I'm gonna take this because I imagine that there are bigger fish to fry with my anytime.
Alright, and I'll put markers
Wait,
on the
how
ones that are
much-
held actions.
How much stamina does Vitector have?
Not a lot, 35.
About 35,
Oh my-
yeah.
God, I can anytime for you.
You do what you want. I was saying before we joined, right, that like, hey, I know that I'm kind of going into a hard thing, and Victector isn't necessarily the highest stam or power level character for it, but I want to play him anyway. So you do what you want.
I've got a million anytimes. I can, sure. As Manda sees it's going up and it, like, I don't know, tries to hit Protector in a blind spot, or they just kind of misjudge the whatever, like, the attack, Manda's just gonna Psycho Spider Silk and, like, you know, zip to it and just, like, kick it and knock it back. Not really doing damage, but just, like, knock it away. Sorry, I don't remember all my crap is, it's been so long.
Yeah, no, I
This
mean,
one.
you're good. You're moving away Victector or the soldier, just to confirm?
A soldier.
Okay. Where would you like to have it move to?
Just, like, knock it back into the other guys.
The guy by She or the general over by Val, just to confirm?
Just the group of guys.
Alright. Yeah, I'll deal a couple damage.
Impressively quick.
Alright.
Gives you a nod.
Now, Aachen is going to take a move action. Let's see. There we go, because I will post his talent. Walk like an Egyptian. He has +3 movement. And he can teleport swap with his clones as a move action. So he's moving over to here. He's then going to take a move action.
Makes sense.
So this one's getting its held action against you, Manda, as it attacks from your quote-unquote blind spot, as it does not understand you. Easily dodge.
Yeah. Just sort of steps to the side without looking.
These guys only have like 3 movement, right? The big guys. Yeah, 3 movement. Okay. So this one's gonna go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Does Manda's wings still burst out of his fucking back at the start of combat? Or...
It's at the
It's
start
on
of
his
his turn. Yeah.
Ah, I see.
And then the one over here is going to go for Shisekai no Hakaimono.
No, my boy.
That would be doing 6 damage.
6 damage. How could you do this? Yeah, No, I can't give my action to people. That's another thing I'm thinking of. It's the big guy.
Yeah, it's the big guy.
Monda's gonna jump in front of it with his wings.
No, but you don't
God
have this
forbid.
there.
Oh, you're right. I'll use danger approaching. It's fine.
Yeah, you sure
Well.
do, buddy.
He just zoops over and jumps into its chest and kicks and backflips off. Just send it away.
Is that Prof or ESP? I don't remember.
ESP.
Alright, cool.
I'm at 71.
That's good. So that was Akin's turn. Now it's Akin's turn. Whoa!
Insane.
These two are just going to continue to have held actions to get rid of the rest of their bleed. Also, this guy also would have ticked down to 1. Alright, so first and foremost, let's go ahead and go like this. And we're going to have 3 of them attack Val, 2 attack Victector, 2 attack Amanda, 1 against She.
Okay.
So I'll go Val, then Val first.
And it's what
All right.
specifically the big guys.
3 of the soldiers are slapping at you. The
I
small
see.
ones.
Mm-hmm.
So do you have any times you'd like to attempt?
Oh dear. Do I have any times at all? No. So
Oh, right.
nope. I take it. I can't do
Alright.
anything.
It's going to be doing 12 unless something happens.
Ooh. Alright, let me go over my mechanics real quick.
Yeah, take another quick look. Are you sure you don't have any time?
I'm sorry, I cannot help you. I don't think.
Let's see, so I think it's a free action to use a ticket. Yeah, it's a free action on the turn currently. Yeah, no, I take 12. That's how it is.
Alright. So if I was taking 12, I'll now roll against
What's that
Amanda.
about?
Alright, Monda, that will be doing 8 before increases in...
So, because I'm taking damage, I can post something. Monda's new passive from his new Devil Fruit. Which is fucking ridiculous.
When you take what? External? What the hell?
Yep.
Christ.
As they go to attack him, and he just sort of like warps into a second as like it kind of catches and dilutes the fist, and he just unverts it from like, I don't know, probably just bark.
Yeah, pretty much. So they strike against him, and his form shifts and changes to less human and then back to human afterwards. As he's now looking better than he did a second ago.
Yeah.
So the other 2 are going for Victector.
Okay.
They fuck up. And then this last one's going for Shisekai no Hakaimono. And they fuck up as well. Alright. So... 1, 2, 3... 1... 1, 2, 3... Oh, wait, no, that one's not moving. That's the one with the bleed. 1, 2, 3... It's just going to stand above Aken in that sort of way. One of these is at Val, and the other is at Monda again. First is Val. This will be doing another 6 damage unless something stops him.
I'll try and protect Val this time. As this guy goes to fucking slam in, turns his gaze from the 2 that tried to hit him, as just eye bulge as it zooms in, and I'm gonna try and use martial prowess that will stop your heart on the guy attacking Val. So up.
Yep. Well, I guess let me just.
I can't stop critting.
You are a monster.
Alright, there we go. Action to attack you, Sector.
Yeah. Okay.
You will take 4.
Yep.
And that is Akin's turn. Monda. We'll see if it stays on the combat theme for another 3 seconds.
Well, okay. First thing that happens is Mondo sort of crunches up for a second. He flinches as just gets the wings. They just rip out of his back, tearing through flesh and abruptly sprouting.
I
now,
like to imagine they're made of moss now, or have leaves in the feathers.
Well, when he classes up, I have design ideas, but I'm not quite there yet. Now, I don't know what I
and you
expected.
did take the 1 damage. You did take the 1 attack from Akin, right? To confirm.
Oh, he attacked
That's the
me?
way.
Oh, yeah, I did. It was the 3, yeah.
I forgot about his passive. Burial Rites. Any damage by Akin directly applies a stack of Mummify. Every stack of Mummify, a target must choose one of the following to happen. -1 movement speed, -2 to rolls with specific body part, 1 irreducible DOT on your turns, and each body part can only have 1 stack of Mummify. If the target would have 5 stacks or more, all of your penalties double. So what would you like to have happen for your 1 stack?
Yeah, it has to be one of my body parts. I mean, theoretically, if I do one of my arms, it'll fuck up my basic attack. If I do one of my legs, it'll fuck up more of my shit, even. If I'm doing that.
I think that's just in movement.
You can just do movement or irreducible DOT.
I'll do movement for now, but I can't do that very much more because I'm a heavy set, so.
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright. You may now continue, Mondo. Sorry about that.
So I think my job here is just to be the tank and make sure you guys stay alive. I think that's
Probably.
what my job is.
I mean, that certainly would be helpful. Of course, if you could more efficiently deal damage, that's another way of keeping us alive, but,
Well, I think if I get good rolls, I can take out all the small guys in like 1 action.
Okay.
But I don't want to be like Oh, you fucking Monda pisses all over the bounty. You guys can't do anything.
Hmm.
I don't worry too much about it. We should pick up Alpha. I'm good.
Let me think. I'm combing through my kit. I don't remember everything, so give me a momento.
Yeah, but
Well, I'm gonna need a new fucking gacha. Oh, by the way, I'll post my passive while we're taking
Yeah.
mild card. But Chip, there's no such thing as extreme. This
That's
is
funny.
the office, Chip.
Okay, so Detector doesn't have an epithet, right?
No, he's a Monday.
No, he's a Monday.
He's his whole thing is that he harnesses atomic karate.
Yeah.
But in terms of he's a Monday that is making use of a strange martial art.
Monda kind of like he tilts his head over towards you as he's just like dodging it. I'm not really dodging, but you know, dealing with attacks and stuff. And he's just like, so you do all that without an epithet, huh? Just kind of casually at Detector.
Exactly. This is the result of my training.
He like stops for a second, like a fist comes in. He just lifts up an arm to block it. Wait, you're doing all that through just like he makes like a little punching gesture, like just like physical stuff?
It is not purely physical. It is a matter of mind, body, spirit. It is an arcane martial art.
He like lingers on you for a second, like seemingly in disbelief. Bro, I've seen a lot of crazy stuff, but you're like a nuclear reactor. That's insane.
I am not just like a nuclear reactor. I am one.
He turns to the fucking sand soldiers.
Yeah.
Oh god. DBA has some weirdos. Val says, taking a fucking sand fist to the face. I love it here. Tell me more.
What
How
about-
did you turn yourself into a reactor? Did you jump in a nuclear waste?
It is not so simple. You must work. Blood, sweat, tears. I was taught to it by my own master. From a strange spirit town.
He looks down to the ground.
I have been harnessing and training for many years. This is my new rebirth. Like a phoenix in the wake of the mushroom cloud. I now wander. And I have found myself here.
Cool. Very cool. I like the
what
spirit.
are you gonna? So what are you gonna do, Mon?
Wanda just kind of smiles, like,
This is always such a fascinating place.
he looks over to Val.
So, what do you do?
Oh, Val. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, Val kind of like, does a little like shruggy, like, I'm not from here. I'm on a so-called pilgrimage to become the best of myself. I am going to, with like a almost matter of fact, I'm going to become the best version of myself in any universe. And to do that, I need the best of everyone else from their universes. It is, I suppose that you could say I take things that could have been, or people's skills, or people that could have been, and I make use of their skills.
He gives a nod.
Well, I always admire self-improvement.
That's partially why I'm here, and he like ducks a blow.
I've come to test out something a little funky. Don't be scared or anything. Some people have adverse reactions. I'm gonna get really big.
Up
Her
to
eyes
how big
twinkle
are you
with
gonna
it.
get, buddy?
Yeah, speaking of, I'm gonna post one of the other passives this gives me. Boop boop. Terraform. Basically, it helps me with,
God.
like, dealing with difficult terrain and stuff, and more importantly, it lets me go from a 1x1 up to a 5x5, and lets, like, people occupy me, and makes enemies count me as difficult terrain. Manda is going to, like, leap up above and immediately just, like, sonic boom dash, sort of into the middle of these guys, as he just starts growing and growing, as, like, his body begins, like, transitioning into vines and bark and, like, flowers just stretching and stretching and stretching. I'm gonna be a 5x5, please.
Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Feel free to reposition yourself as needed.
Yep. Can you send me the back?
Oh, you turn into the how do you say the big tree?
He's like a tree golem kind of thing with like his stupid bushy spiky hair just like big and exaggerated. And he's got bigger fucker ass, more fuck ass wings on the back of him, because those don't go away. And he's going to, if I can, so I don't attack them.
Sorry, gotta push you back a little bit.
He's gonna push Protector and Vow just out of him.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh, I'm moving now. Okay. Well,
You
I
just,
don't
like,
mind.
You get picked up by a vine and get lifted out. And then he is going to, as a bonus action, Hapticalm, and I want to try and use one of the abilities of the new Logi I got to just do like a big fucking spin, where he just like rotates his bodies and shoots out a bunch of thorny vines at all the guys he's currently encompassing.
Alright.
Boop boop. Plant apparatus. It's just do plant things.
How much would you like to spend on this?
It's been like 3.
Alright, and you're just making vines, spiky vines and you're spinning them, basically?
Yeah, he's just like turning his full body into a giant thorn bush and just vortexing, blendering these guys.
Alright, give me a roll.
I'll reroll that.
You... Alright.
There we go. 12.
Okay. Yeah, well, you do it. I don't know what to tell you other than... I'll say that does... Oh, you spent 3... you're doing it only in your tile is what you're going for, right?
Yeah.
I'll say you do 4 to each of them. For that, considering that's a lot of targets. Let's see. Not a lot of them are... you know, like a couple of them are looking almost out for the count, and the rest aren't looking great either.
Gotcha. In which case, I'm going to follow it up with Hapticalm. As he just turns into a blender, and just big old fucking appendages rip out, and they start spinning around him too. I'll reroll that. Fuck me.
Huh.
Hemorrhage stamina.
And so you're trying to use Hapticalm to recreate the effective life to confirm?
Just do like a smaller spin. It only does a base of 3, so I know it's not gonna be much.
Where would you like to... Which ones would you like to mainly focus, I guess, to ask?
If I
with
could
that?
focus like in this area, because that's where most of
Alright.
the guys are.
I'll say that you can focus in... fucking come on. In this area, to of these two. That way you finish off those guys.
Yeah, baby, I'll take it. And that is my turn.
Alright. Victor.
Victor.
I do not count as difficult terrain or anything for you.
Okay.
Oh, as an aside though, Mondo, one of the set of health is going to use that on you. Alright, you're going to take... Well, it's a 7, so it's going to be reduced. So you take 5, and then heal for 5.
No. I actually take 3 because I have DR, then I heal for 5.
I'm going to assume
Inspector.
that, this is also not an epithet on your front. Or is it?
Nope. No epithet for me. Sorry.
As you hear just chittering vines.
Peculiar. It seems as if there are many other techniques, ones I must learn through venturing through this world. But of course, that is why I am doing such a thing. Now, friend, witness the pinnacle of atomic karate.
As we're gonna go ahead and, yeah, let me just see if I'm here. Yep, I can do this. He's going to walk into the fucking forest here. And as my main action, I'm gonna go for my once per combat, Zar Dive Bumba. And I'm gonna be targeting it on this big guy, right? And the whole thing is, well, you know what? I'll roll it, but I'm targeting him as Victector starts running up into the brambles and haunches down, ready to leap into the air. That's a 7. Assuming this works, he bursts out from the brambles, thorns, and roots as he launches himself down towards this guy and knees first just fucking crunches and slams down into him with a massive explosion. So at default, this does 12 to 18 damage to the target I'm hitting, and then half of the damage that it dealt to everyone adjacent to that target. So it'll be dealing 12 to 18.
Including friendly fire? Or no?
Including friendly fire, but I believe Monta is not next to this guy. Unless
I believe he is.
Oh, no, he is. Hold on. I
can
believe...
hit me, I don't care.
Yeah, I mean, in that case, yeah, I mean, if you have a way to prevent it, awesome. I thought you were one space lower. But I could theoretically... since it's hitting people adjacent to them, then yeah, I don't have a way of actually doing this without hitting you, unless I, like, divert to Aken himself, which I could do. But I imagine we want to get rid of the mooks, so... I guess, like, are you for sure actually cool with getting hit, Drake, or should I retarget?
I guess, how much damage is it doing?
12 to 18, I assume on the lower end.
Yeah, it would be 12. 6 to you.
Yeah, I'll just use it anytime.
Okay.
Let me think. Because if I use this one... No, because I don't want to cancel or, like, block it. I'll just use danger approaching to become smaller.
Alright, sounds good.
Good enough. It's all the way down here.
Yeah, that's good enough.
Just
What
welcome a
size do you want to
3x3.
become? Alright, 1, 2, 3. And feel free to reposition your core as necessary, yep.
Alright.
Alright. So that would be 12 to this guy, and then 6 to all the ones adjacent to him?
Yep, 6 to everybody adjacent to him.
Alright, and are you increasing the radius? Or just
If I
keeping
did that,
at
it would
space?
hit Monda, because if I could increase it to be 1 bigger, but then it'd be reaching 2 spaces away, which Monda is now
I mean,
in,
Monda
so.
could have been down to a 2x2 if you wanted to do it. It's up to you.
Are you cool with that, Drake? Or,
It does... So it does reduce...
It'll be dealing...
radius?
Yeah. So specifically, I can attempt to split atoms to increase the radius of this damage, right? Which means that the area will be bigger, but that just means that with your anytime, you could be smaller, if you're cool with that.
If it's only doing, like, 6 damage, I'll just take it.
Okay. Well, I need to at least roll for this, so I'll be spending my 2 atoms I have for the atomic detonation. So, because this will increase the size category. Boop. Yeah, I have a natural
That is a
+1,
natural
so...
Yeah, let me just...
keep saying it. It's killing me.
All right. Well, it seems like everyone's bringing their A game. This is how do you say quite something. Yeah, they are very strange people I'm meeting today. She seems intensely curious in what the other two are doing. You know, almost like studying them as they perform their flashy, big attacks. No, I really need to up my game. So, she manifests more crystals, and she's gonna dump a big old bunch. I'm gonna make an ultra. So there's a less of a chance of getting a another
Don't you want another
typer.
chip?
Oh yeah, oh I'd love one. Oh, you wanna do taxes? Oh we. All right, so I'm spending 3, and I'm as a free action, manifesting a where the fuck is it? Here it is, a ultra ticket, which is it's a rare. Yippee! Which means 1d20. And it's 9, which is okay. Well, that's an interesting one. It's Arcville and Venus.
Ooh.
So, and before she has this boring suit, right? Her hair almost seems to go even more grey than it already is. But upon manifesting this, she suddenly has a vibrant red armor and is equipped with several horrific-looking weapons, including a giant cannon. Right. So, this one is a little bit more juicy in terms of mechanics. So, first of all, you guys can incorporate elements of your you can incorporate elements of nearby weapons as a free action. So
It's you can do that.
no.
So whether
Oh no, you're right. It is me. Sorry. Whether her
but also
teammates
that doesn't
like it or
require
not.
weapons to need to be around. So currently there's a Kopesh and a Masauchi. I don't know if there's any other thing else you might want to try to use that for, but yeah.
I see. Now, to be fair, Victector himself is a walking, living weapon, so...
That I am. Whether or not your mechanics consider me one is a different question.
This is true, alright. Alright. Anyway. Well, this is giving me a lot more options now. Okay. You know, I think, to start with, Val looks at Arkan. So you're a leader type, huh? Big leader? Big lord?
I am the leader of the desert lands, yes.
Mm-hmm. Well,
God King.
oh, very. I've seen people like you. Alright, she snaps her fingers as a ticket flies out of her, like, a card flies out of her, like, holster. And, let's summon... So, spends 3 stamina, and, manifesting the chip ID. So, I don't have an icon for these things yet, but, this one has 15 stamina. It's pretty good for a common. It's just that its kit sucks.
Yikes.
Okay, so essentially, how these work is if there's just someone who's like it's their character is nearby, they can like sort of play them if they want. Otherwise, they
Right.
don't really have egos.
Ego.
And I can heal them with like currency. And once they're gone, they're gone. The card is gone. I cannot like retrieve it unless I like deactivate it. Right. I assume on a 7 they don't get to act, so...
Yeah, I would say no.
Right. Oh god. But Mark Venus is strong, but she also has
Yeah.
anti-team mechanics. Must.
Yeah.
So if you're standing next to me, I feel compelled to use you as a meat shield. Alright. But otherwise, that is it. Actually, no.
Alright.
Movement. I'm gonna step out. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, well, you don't want to use me as a meat shield?
I don't want to use it. I mean, it would be funny. If Manda says something, you know, he'd probably be able to tell the mechanics of this.
Yeah. He would probably see, like, Val looking at him and, like, kind of thinking about it, and he'd just, like... I don't know, he doesn't want to invade your mind. That'd be weird. He just kind of, like... It gets, like, a weird look on his face, like he wants to say something, but, like, is nervous to do so, and eventually just blurts out, like,
It's fine. You can do it if you want.
Well, I'm going to assume you have some sort of mind reading capabilities. Considering
Sort
what I was
of.
just thinking. But, you know, if that's what you want, I am all for taking any step to improve your strength. She comes in, the gauntlets seem to crackle with sort of like that shattered glass effect, as she sort of solidifies them at will. Be my
Alright,
guest.
is that your turn?
Yes.
Alright.
Alright.
I'll post the
Hawkins' turn.
effects for Nuclear Wasteland just so you can take them
Yeah,
into
it's
account.
-2 movement and damage at the start of the turn. Yeah,
At the end of
At
turn,
the end of the
yeah.
turn, yep.
Yep.
Yep. Alright, so let's first and foremost have the Sand Soldiers attack Shisaka no Hakamono.
I forgot to take their turn, damn it, I just realized.
They're gonna take 8.
No! They've got stamina, they can take it.
Alright. And now, well, attacking Manda is a bit of a useless endeavor, so it's we reached a bit of an impasse. So it is difficult terrain. I understand this. So that's going to be 3, 4.5, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1.
You know what?
2.
That's 2 attacks, I'll take it.
Alright. So yeah, so we'll go with the one that's going to attack the Vow Summon. Chip can take 2 damage. And then, well, let's, you know, maybe we'll crit Manda. Maybe we'll crit Manda, who knows? That's not a crit. You can heal your stamina, you know. You
How
already
much
know
is
they
it?
heal 4. Well, on a 9, they do 4. I'm gonna say you take 6. Minus 6.
I heal for 1.
Yeah, you know, yeah. Alright. Bonus action. Akin is going to hit you with his Kopesh Victector.
Yep. Oh god.
Worried,
Okay, so
bro,
this
I got
is 3,
It's gonna be doing 5 damage.
5. Okay.
And 1 Mummify.
Yeah. I guess the question is, do I think that this is the big thing? Because this is the bonus action. You know what? Fuck it. Let's just force him to use something. I'm gonna try and fucking, you know, stop your heart. I'm not doing the other. I'm just doing the standard version of it.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's his first turn in initiative, which means anytime sort of refresh. And you know what? The phrasing is, any effect. The one behind you the 4 damage.
Fair enough.
But you will still be hit at full effect.
Okay, yep. Hey, I mean, force it out of him. So, that's 5 damage and a mummify. I'll put that on one of my legs for the -2 to rolls, because I have 2 of those, as in legs.
All right. Yep. And for the Guardians, let's see. Ooh, fucking god damn. Alright. Yeah, this one's gonna move here. It's going to be 1 against Monda, 1 against Val, 1 against the Chip Summon. So here's the one against Monda first. It'll be doing 5 to you before DR, before healing.
Oh.
This one is against Val.
Right.
Misses.
Okay, I'm gonna assume that doesn't activate Meat Shield.
Yeah, considering
no.
you're not getting hit by the attack, I would say no.
Yeah.
This one against Chip. Misses. Alright, the one here has -2 movement, and moving through Mondo's difficult terrain. So it moves. Alright, and then main and move action for Aken. Yeah, let's... He has -2 movement, +3 movement, so he does total +1 of his base. So he's going to go to here. And well, Monda's been pretty annoying. We've seen a line attack. Let's use our own line attack. Copy. And paste.
Yep.
As he puts his hand down to the sand beneath him.
Oh boy.
So this will be doing on a 17. Yeah, it's going to be doing 12 damage to Victector and then 12 to Monda before yada.
Well, I'm going down unless something happens.
The Guardian
help
would
us.
also be hit and die depending on what goes on.
This is probably gonna be doing 12.
12, yeah.
Yes.
He gets another turn after this, doesn't
Yes.
So this
Oh.
it says it completely goes through everything. Is it like literally everything?
What do you mean, literally?
Like would it go through my wing?
Yes, I would say so.
I can't use that. I think what I'm just going to try is basically, you know, I can keep it simple. I'll just use spider. I'll take it because I don't really mind. I'm gonna use spider silk to sort of jut out a vine that, you know, shoots out a bunch of strands that sort of just bashes into Vitector and then whoop, zoops him into the air above, sort of back this way towards me and Val.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Spider silk.
I'll say with that roll, Victector, you can be at 6.
Okay.
And positioned to where Monda wants you to be.
Yeah.
I was just thinking like over here.
Sure.
Keep in mind, since you both did take damage, you will both be hit with a stack of Mummify, though.
Yep.
Christ. Where do I put this mummify? Cause I need a leg.
Where?
You know what? Yeah, we'll put it on one of my
I can
arms. I can
post
make
it.
it work.
Again, if you need it, Drake.
Yeah, if you can.
Next. Basically, each time you take his damage from him directly, you can either get -1 movement speed, -2 to rolls with a specific body part, or 1 DOT. Each body part can only be chosen once, and if you would have 5 or more stacks, all of your effects are double.
I'll take -1 to movement.
Alright. Aken's turn. Let's roll a d6 to see if that recharges. Almost did. Almost. Alright, so let's continue beating the shit out of your goldfish. Oh,
You're
damn.
not gold.
Alright. Let's see. Let's just.
Yep.
Alright, these are against Victector.
Yep.
It's going to be doing 12 before anything else.
Yep. I'm gonna go down again unless something's done.
Alright, well, I have an anytime. But now, well. But.
It's 2 of them attacking Protector?
3 of them, all 3 of them.
Oh,
yeah.
perfect. I'm gonna use Black Wings.
Alright.
I'm going to zoop into Vitector, and just completely surround them in my giant wings.
Alright.
Roll 18.
Yeah, no, Victector, a shadow appears around you, and you think, this great spirit of death, and then you hear thuds against this wall, and then it then clears around you.
Strange. Normally, I would not expect an art to, not only turn one into a tree, but then also give them the wings of a dragon. Very strange what you utilize.
Scratches his chin.
Kind of a hodgepodge of things.
The wings, Penny, in the chat, is coming from Old Bounty, where he got stabbed by the weird demon, in the back.
Yeah.
Alright, so the Guardians of the Pharaoh. One of them is going to go for Chip, and the other is going to go for Val. So here's the one for Chip. I'll be doing 6 to Chip.
Yep, Chip doesn't have any responses.
Yeah, this one is for Val.
Right.
I'll be doing 6 to Val.
Alright. Well, I'll use my anytime first before I start swinging Manda around like a nice, like a big old bag of meat. So, nice and simple. Her manifested armor of shattered glass, forming and reforming, seems to, almost adapt to the fist flying towards her, and it's going to absorb the punch, become like a weird anti-sand armor, and reduce the damage. Attempt to, at least. We'll see. Pretty good.
Alright, I'll say including cost, you can take 4.
Yep.
And you get 1 DR, as I'll give you. These guys have DR. I'll say that your buff will be 1 DR.
Sure thing.
But I mean, I was saying you're taking 4 damage there, buddy. I don't know if you have something, or
Yes.
must do more accurately to say.
Yes, because I was hit. This is like a unconscious rage of this otherworld Venus seems to have completely given into her base desires and completely lost it. So unconsciously, Val, upon like seeing this hit is gonna go through, fucking grabs Vanda and like swings him into this fucking dude.
So you'll take just the 1 cost, Val. You get the 1 DR, and then Monda's used as a barrier. Monda takes some damage, probably, and then heals it up.
Already at full health.
Yeah, that's why I said some, because it didn't matter.
Jesus. Sure.
Alright,
I guess intense anger is a path to strength.
I mean, to answer your question again, Penny, it's like from his back shoulder blades. Because the big tree is just like a big tree of Manda, so it's just equivalently, In any case, what Mr. Aken himself is going to do is, let's see.
Manda slowly cleaning the fucking atomic pollution in the sand as it moves around.
Yeah.
Let me see. What's the range on that? Does it have a range? Okay, that far away. Let me just create north so I can see. So like a different color actually. Okay. He's going to move to over here. Yeah, here. And use an ability. As he's going to use the Spears of Enwitherment.
Oh, good.
Let's see.
Oh, I remember this in one of the runs I was in.
Control V. He manifests 4 lengths of red sand into spears and launches them at targets up to 8 spaces away. Each spear only does 5 damage, but instead applies 2 stacks of Mummify. 1 spear per person, so I will make the roll to use the ability. 1 at Mondo, 1 at Val, 1 at Chip, and 1 at Vectactor. So it's just roll for the ability. And he luckily failed.
Whew!
Oh, that's good.
-3 and Mondo.
Okay. Take my Hapticom upkeep. I'm gonna do Shiseka no Hagamono's turn first because I forgot them last round.
Yeah.
You know what? Do that. They don't have stab or anything now that I'm looking at it. Yeah, sure. They're going to splash to bound up into the air. And then they're just gonna zoom down and try to crash into these things using their body weight.
Alright.
I will roll for splash. Splash. Almost level up.
Which one do you want to really...
Oh, I was gonna combo this with tackle, but if you just want to give me one,
I mean, just, you're not gonna get a lot of damage off that, but considering it is a fucking Gyarados, I'd say you could get a little out of splash.
we'll say the one farther to the right.
Okay.
This one.
And then, yeah. Alright, now you can continue. Didn't do a lot, but, it did something.
Aha!
Deals 3 plus half, so how much would that be?
Well, they can jump, I think 6 spaces in the air, so it'd be +3, so 6.
In which case it would get it. Yep, it's back, and you pop it.
Yeah, I think, let me check something really quick. Let me check. I don't think this has ever come up before. Yeah, they get Moxie.
Hey, you have Moxie, that's fun.
As they crash into them and they let out a big roar and their eyes glare red and they look at the other one. So they get 1 attack stage, which just gives them damage bonus.
Yeah.
This one? They're gonna come for you. They're gonna go right here to kind of block the pathway.
Alright.
Then Manda. I could try healing you guys, or do you want me to just keep trying to take care of Mooks?
Here it's weird, right? I feel like if you have a way to heal, that'd be nice, though it would need to be a lot because Aken can deal big chunks, they can do big chunks of damage all at once. So if you can do a massive heal, go for that, but otherwise I'd say go for the Mooks.
The way I would have to heal you is just trying to make funky fruits. I could empower them with ki, which might heal you for more.
I'm inclined to say to go for the Mooks then, just because theoretically you have more concrete stuff with that, and
yeah.
The Mooks are dealing 4 plus damage per hit, so each one we get rid of is effectively healing us for 4 in a weird backwards kind of way. So
Yeah. In which case, okay, yeah. Here's what I'll try to do. As you don't have to resize me, but Mondo would briefly switch back to normal size. Go over here, and what I'm going to try to do. I don't want to get in the way of the thing. As he zoops back here, I did research into this to see if it could theoretically be done well enough that it could be extrapolated with anime logic. I think it could be. I'm gonna try to do a funky thing. As he's going to take like his arms and sort of mash them together as he just keeps like channeling and channeling all kinds of like plant life and flora just concentrated into a point as you begin to see like tree sap and resin begin forming up to it, but every time there's a crack and some splurges out, he just like focuses it more and more, and eventually you start seeing like smoke and steam come out of it, and it kind of glows a little bit as he's going to try to, using intense pressure in a very particular plant known as the skunk cabbage augmented by ki. The skunk cabbage, which there is known for being able to produce pretty ridiculous levels of heat for a plant. It can increase its temperature by like 40 degrees so it can bloom early in winter. Just using the properties of that to like create on the spot amber. Is he's gonna make a giant amber blade and try and rush through these guys to do a bunch of damage augmented by ki.
Alright, give me a roll.
Spend like 5. Then I'll spend like 3 on the ki effect.
Alright.
I'm also gonna... I don't have this in my sheet, so I'll just have to roll a d20. Here you go.
Do you have to spend additional, or do you have to roll to apply the key, or is it part of the item?
No, it's just part of it.
How big were you wanting the sword to be?
Considering he's a 3x3, pretty big.
Alright, and are you actually moving? Is it a dash slash, or are you just...
Yeah, he's
just a regular slash?
dash slash. Mostly, I mean, if you'll let me get this guy right here, but I was mostly going for these 3 slash the smaller mooks.
Yeah. Alright, feel free. You will beat the smaller mugs and deal some to the bigger guy.
And then when he gets here, I'm going to Hapticalm, as they just, invisible to them, but they sprout all over his body, and he's going to briefly shrink a bit so that he can manage the weight easier since his Hapticalms aren't very strong. And he's just going to, mostly using his own strength, spin around.
Okay.
Where the fuck is Hapticalm? I'll reroll that. I can't reroll it again.
Jeez. Well, buddy, you spend your cost, and you ain't got shit. Fuck you.
That sucks.
Are you gonna make yourself bigger again?
Yeah, he'll remake himself big because he wants to block.
Alright.
I'll actually... If you could make me a 5x5 again.
Alright. I can certainly do that.
That way I'm blocking the majority of them. Man, I was hoping I could get the big spin. That is unfortunate.
Is that your toin?
Yeah, for now that is my turn.
And you've been using the fruit pretty well, buddy. But I don't
trying,
see no
man.
damn 20s yet.
I'm
man. What's
trying.
going on here? Exactly.
How strange. I feel the strain on my body, the sweat rolling down my face, the wind in my hair, and the rumbling of the atoms in the world around me. So close to life, but not quite. What kind of wizardry goes into this computer system technology? I do not understand. But if this is one new aspect of the world, I must learn to use it.
He clenches a fist.
And it still seems to break all the same.
He turns to this sand soldier, and I'm gonna go right up here. And I'm gonna go for, and I guess just to clarify before I roll, is it like when I put a mummify on one of my legs, is it one of my legs or just my legs generally?
It's like left leg, right arm,
Okay.
right arm sort of deal.
Yeah. In which case, I can still do this without the roll penalty and go for a
Atom splitting high kick.
with just
That's
a
why
single
it
leg.
specifies each limb can only be done once,
Yeah.
basically.
So yeah, I'm gonna just target this guy with Atom Splitting High Kick, and kick him in the goddamn face, and if it works, send him flying into the other guy. And hopefully I got my follow-up. Yeah, it's looking like it.
Oh.
Now, when you say, can I add that to the roll 20, Gecko, what the fuck do you mean by that? What do you need me to do?
It's a status effect. It's a roll table.
Roll
Anyway.
table, okay.
Yes.
I
But
don't
it's not
know how
urgent.
that-
Don't worry about it. Just
Alright.
no, there you go.
Give me a second.
Yep, all good. Let me know when,
Let's see. Alright, it should be in now.
Cheers.
Alright, so, this was to the Guardian.
Yeah, the Guardian in front of
you?
me, it's 7 damage plus the damage of a base level atomic detonation, which is 3. So it's 7 and then 3 damage. I don't know exactly how Monda's Devil Fruit would interact, but presumably if it's 3, that heals him for 5 instead.
It
so...
only had 2 left, so it's dead.
Okay. Do I still get my combo opportunity as he kicks the sand into this guy?
Considering the way that it works is that it knocks the target up and then you follow their position, it would have been destroyed before it got knocked up. So I would say you can try to combo, but you wouldn't be able to reposition.
That's fine. I can just use my trillion newtons, which will leave me with only 1 stamina, which is kind of a shame, but I mean, what are you gonna do? Do I want to? I mean, I think I want to. Because at this point, me being at 4 stamina and me being at 1 stamina is effectively the same thing to any of these guys, so I should just try it. So, yep, I'm gonna go for Newton Nunchaku, a trillion newtons, on the Guardian Pharaoh. And this will cost me 3 stamina. I don't know, I'm not sure exactly how much of it's going to hit Manda, because, like, I know he's, like, a big brambly guy, but, you know, there's some level of it that will probably accidentally friendly fire into Manda. And I'm gonna give it a shot. So, boop. I don't know what my roll penalty... Well, I mean, I guess it doesn't matter what my roll penalty is.
I don't think your roll penalty is really applicable to this.
Oh my god.
Does Victor get anything else with the amount of 20s?
I did get some...
for the rest of us.
I'm trying! I did get something at 24 that wasn't relevant, and I'll still save till after the combat, but I'll at least... I mean, Penny's
Alright.
listening. She knows I'm at 26 prof now.
Yeah. Alright, well, considering you got a 20, it'll friendly fire if Mondo wants to be friendly fire for some reason, but I assume not. So you beat it.
Yeah!
Yay!
As
Oh no!
Victector.
It was a 1.
Of course
It
it
was
was.
a 1. Oh, man. No, I... Rats.
Victector flexes the arm that's been mummified.
Digital or not, no such aging shall work on me.
As he fucking flings the fucking nunchucks and unleashes a blasting line at this guy who crumbles at the first, like, sight of it.
Perhaps these aren't quite as strong as I thought. Very well. I suppose it's time to take it to the master then. Your turn.
He points to, Chip.
I mean, not technically
Yeah.
wrong. He got it this time.
He got it! I did get something. Oh, it is one of my unpicked abilities from base. Christ. Oh my god.
You know, I'm
Victor's
starting
gonna
to
be
think you're doing that on
simulated
purpose.
Training. This is a good idea, I think.
I-
I'm getting many ideas.
I think this simulation is rather effective.
I'm gonna post what I got, but you keep going, Val.
The Chernobyl choke slam. Oh boy. Alright, well, you know, it's actually my turn. And I was really hoping to take out one of those guys, but I guess I'm too slow. Oh well.
If you want to go for the big fries, you have to be quick and on the dot. The bigger they are, the harder they fall, and the faster they fall too.
Mm-hmm.
There's more weight, you see. They are heavier, and therefore they fall quicker.
Oh no, I did get this. Yes.
Yes.
Should I not be big now?
No, you are different. You are vines. You're like an octopi of some kind. A gigantic creature of the beast swimming beneath the sands. This is different. It is a different scenario.
Gives you a thumbs up.
Should I be smaller now? Should I be big? What a Manda fucking thing to say.
Okay. I think that's gonna. She's going all out. You know, she might as well. She's gonna burn 2 more pole shards. Because I've gotten a decent amount from the dailies. So I'm gonna burn 2 more and get a nice premium ticket. Let's see what I get. A uncommon. I've got a common, uncommon, and red. Oh, look at this. Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
It's 29. Lucky 29. Ooh. Oh.
Which one is that?
Actually, that's pretty good. That is Street Rat Dado Damask, aka Alaya if she kept being homeless. It's honestly pretty good, but will she manifest it? Let's see. Pretty good. I don't think there's anything that can help with what my plan is. Not yet, no. She's not gonna manifest it. She's keeping on Bill and Venus. Okay. So, well, I'm a little sad that I'm not getting the daily task done, but well.
I mean, who knows? Akin might be forced into a position where he makes more of them, theoretically.
Oh god, jeez. Alright, anyway, Val kind of like, on the comment of the harder they are, the bigger they fall. Well, if this is the case, then I will take out the biggest one, and this will make me the strongest out of all of us, yes? Alright. I'll manifest a fucking shattered glass sniper rifle. Let's pull the trigger. Oh no, make an example rather. So. Through gust. Shoot someone at 12 range for 10 damage. Not -3, fucking.
Pretty good.
I'm going to obliterate you. Sorry, my fucking health bar. Roll20 did a weird thing. I think I put a slash in front of the 3 and it like fucking divided it by. I don't fucking know. Alright. Anyway. Shoot!
Alright, and I assume that's on Akin?
Yes.
Alright. Well,
I don't know what a fear effect is, but
give me a second. Paste. Well, his current DR is 3, except 4 against range damage, so he'll take 6.
no.
Alright, so, as well, I guess Victector, Mundi Chip, she and Akin are vaguely afraid. Whoa, no! Except for not Manda, of course.
My body shudders, and my heart quivers, but my spirit doesn't die.
And then, because you dealt the 6 damage, Akin's going to use his anytime, because it happens when he takes damage. Bip. Rough coursing gets everywhere. He rolled a 2, never mind. Go fuck myself.
That's faster than a bullet.
That's really fun.
Okay.
I thought so. I thought it was an interesting idea.
What is the actual economy of swapping pole shards? Let me just double check. It's a free action. So I can just kind of swap between them. Alright, cool. So she makes the shot. And then... she's going to swap her aesthetic from this, like, armored, fucking, you know, fucked up Venus to sort of a hooded figure who's sort of shattering and reforming in various places. Alright. You know what? Fun. She takes a couple steps forwards and seems to disappear. As the passive of Dido activates. She's good at disappearing. She can be temporarily imperceptible as long as she's in a low light area and remaining still. So, effectively, she's blending into the fucking grove,
Hiding into
you know?
the hiding in the shade of the Monda tree. Yeah.
Yeah. So we'd need to somehow find a way to see her in order to attack her or some.
All right. Is that your turn?
form. Yep, that's it.
All right. His turn. He pays upkeep. That's one. All right. So first and foremost, Shisekai no Hakaimoto takes 4 damage.
Oh my
It's
god!
It's an arduous battle, but I think Shisaka no Hakaimoto's got this in the bag.
Well, I mean, you might think that. Akin's going to take a move action.
I swear to God. No! Why are you picking on my fish?
You're goddamn.
I'm just getting a better positioning. And then using his main action, he's going to use his ability. Paste. Because this can, there's sand here, so he can summon it anywhere within 10 spaces. He's going to make a guardian behind Victector and Mundi Chip.
Oh, good.
Which he succeeds.
Yep.
Okay. Just make another copy off. That way off. Fucked up.
Boy, guys.
Yeah.
I'm going to use a bonus action to have Akin attack Shisaka no Hakaimoto with his Kofish.
No!
He misses.
Yay!
And now Guardian is going to attack Mundicha.
No!
That'll be dealing 6.
Oh my god. There's nothing you can do. He is just an accountant. Oh, I didn't have him do anything! Oh my god!
Same brain.
Alright, the Guardian's going to take a move action, and so will the Sand Soldier. And that will be Akin's turn. It's Akin's turn!
Insane how that
I want to
works
go back
out.
to the office. Oh.
Let's use another bonus action against Shisaka no Hakamoto.
Uh-oh!
Oh
So that's
no!
going to be doing 10 to Shisaka no Hakaimoto.
No! Wait. I have any time. It's fine. I'll protect my fish. I'm gonna Manda's going to use Psycho Spider Silk to yoink them out of the way and fling them at the guy they were 1v1.
Actually, I just was double checking. Victector, I'll say you can heal for 3 because I think he's attacked you with it a couple times. I just looked at it again and saw that using it as a bonus action vaguely lowers the effect.
Oh,
So
okay.
this will
Yeah,
be
sure.
doing 8 to Shisaka. I know that guy.
Got it.
But yeah, you should probably still do that anyway. I feel right.
Yeah. Oh, that get 20.
Well, all right. You want to roll off, buddy?
Sure.
All right.
Fuck.
All right. It's not gonna say that you don't get the ability off. It's just a matter crit has quote unquote crit priority. I'll say including you take your cost, and then she will be taking 5 damage instead of 8.
I'll take it.
All right. Well, the Sand Soldier is going to use its main action since its enemy just got thrown over to it. It's gonna be
Five.
doing 4 to she.
God damn it.
My fin.
I don't know what you want from me. Alright.
Is that a fish going through nuclear
It's fine.
irradiated sand? Taking damage?
The movement was the most important part.
Let's see. The Guardian's going to take its move action here and have a held action ready. Let's see. And Akin will take a couple steps forward. He's then going to use an ability as his main action. I forgot. I've been meaning to roll. Get 1 in for this turn. No. All right. So yeah, he's going to be using an ability. Control C and Control V. Targeting Val. Oh wait, no, sorry, not Val. Targeting Victector, Monda, Shiseka no Hakemona, and Mundi Chip because I can't target Val currently.
Yep.
Stop right there.
I'm gonna try and interrupt him while he's casting this. So, yeah, no, I mean, I think it's probably worth it to cancel this in its entirety, so I probably should do the version where I roll with advantage. The issue there is that I will then be at 1 stamina again, but I can manage. I'm gonna use the alt version, so it's 3 stamina, but I roll with advantage. And it also deals a little extra damage if it works. Alright, let's see it.
Let's see the advantage roll.
Okay, it's an 8.
Well,
I've got a response.
Okay.
Yeah. So, as Arkan like manifests these fucking, what are they, red spears? Yeah, red sand spears.
Spears of red sand.
Suddenly bursting from the darkness. Val, like, there's a huge crackle in the area of like weird epithet like shards. As Val is going to counter. She's sending an equal amount of spears right back at him in order to hopefully pierce through the ones that he's throwing and fucking.
You're not being targeted by it.
Attacks. Yes. Well. I suppose you're right. Yeah, I suppose I'm not being targeted by it.
I slap at your hand. I slap at your hand.
No.
So to confirm, Victector, this will be doing 5 to 6 damage.
5 to 6 damage. Yep, and also is like it's meant to be good as an interrupt, but obviously I didn't roll that great.
Yeah.
So
it's going to be dealing 5 damage to the Guardian as it absorbs.
yeah.
All right, so yeah, this will be doing 5 to She, 5 to the Chip, 5 to Victector, 5 to Manda, and 2 Mummify to each target.
Yep. Unless something's done, I'm taking it and I'm going down.
Actually, can I have a since he didn't use his action last time, can I have Mundi Chip get down Mr. President Victector?
No.
As his final Haman. Well, he didn't use an action last time.
You don't take your action, and you don't specify it's held, you don't take the action.
God damn it.
That's on
All
you
right.
as the summoner, it's your fault, it's choice to remember it or not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wings for Protector.
Alright.
Yeah, Victector, you're fine.
Alright. So I'm up at 1, and I don't take the Mummify, so.
I will say, did you take it on She yet, by the way, Drake?
Oh, was she also attacked?
Yeah, it was She, you, Victector, and the summon, is what it was.
Oh, how much damage again?
It's 5 damage, and then 2 stacks of Mummify.
Well, this is the end of his turn, so all danger approaching and just send out a vine to help she.
Alright.
Boop. 19.
Yeah, I'll say she's fine then. I will say for protecting Victector, you won't take any additional damage, but you will take another extra stack of Mummify, so 3 total.
Yeah, that's fine.
And what are you putting the Mummify into?
I'll just put into more movement.
So you'd be down 4 total because you took 2 stacks from the attack you took and then 1 for Victector.
Yeah, that's fine.
right? And well, you just moved into range. It's not going to be great, but you know the Guardian's going to use a tilt action against. It misses. All right, Monda, it's your turn.
I pay my upkeep.
Bramble Dragon Child, what is your plan?
He thinks for a second.
Well, it's... I'm not like an herbologist or anything, but I did some research on plants in my, I'm a psychic, so I kind of just... Things pop into my brain sometimes. And there's like this plant that like bursts and can like produce high pressures. I was gonna try to use that to boost me into like a big attack.
That sounds like a very effective technique. Yes, yes.
Oh yes, yes.
Yes.
Fascinating.
If you would want, actually, I could use the remaining energy in my body to try and propel you even faster.
He
You know,
he looks at
actually,
Vitector in their like sort of low energy, withered state, and like he knows it's a bounty, but he always feels bad when people have to like strain themselves. So he thinks about it on a second and just
If you're sure.
you know, I just want to point out one of these identities I got can turn things into super weapons. I'm just pointing out that this could be used with your plant manifestation things. If you'd want it.
what is it?
Essentially,
Venus
it's an ability.
weapon manifestation bullshit.
She can turn something into a fucking super weapon and fire it.
Oh god. Turn me into a super...
I mean, it's
Object.
more presumably
Yes.
if you make a plant and then is what they're going for.
Yeah. Oh, could you... Because I have the big, like, amber blade I made. Could you turn that to a super weapon?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'd say that count. Right?
Sure.
It's an object, so yeah.
Because he can separate it from himself.
Yeah, once it's not longer you, I'd say it probably would work. That's up to Ballast, obviously, but yeah.
I mean, yeah.
I guess if the idea is that we're tri-teching, yeah, he'll separate it and like stab it into the ground next to you.
Okay.
I bring it up just because A, I think I can help out, and also B, I do not have enough movement or range to do anything else, so I'm gonna help you.
Yeah. I'll take it.
Yeah. I mean, that was fun. She has the classic Alaya ability where I can just roll words and perform an ability based on one.
Nice.
Yeah. So in theory, I could roll words and see if I get something that helps, but it's probably better to just pull the trigger and do big attack.
Yeah. I'm thinking, I'm not sure which one would be the most effective, right? But I can either go for Atom Splitting High Kick, right? To do, like, because it inflicts knockback, right? The idea is that it's like a big fucking knockback kick. So to do that on Monda to send him flying faster, or alternatively use Chernobyl Choke Slam for a similar thing, but instead of throwing you into the dirt, I throw you forward. But realistically,
Throw him
if we're
into Arkan.
What, sorry?
You can throw him into Arkan.
I mean, yeah,
Like,
that's the idea. That's the idea, right?
Yeah,
If we're going mechanically, I imagine that splitting high kick would probably be better just because it actually inflicts knockback. But like, I'm not sure. Either one I could see having a rationale for working. So I'll do that and I'll help throw you when you're bursting off.
Yeah.
Yippee.
All right.
Alright. Go ahead, big guy. You start and I'll follow up.
Or are you gonna pull the trigger?
Well, if we're combining, what's your plan exactly? Because just before I set this up, so you can follow up properly. Like,
Well, with
I do attack and then you follow up.
With Protector boosting me and my plan to basically create like speed pods on my back that give me mega burst speed, if you were gonna super the weapon, he was gonna take that and just do big dash slash again.
Okay. Tell you what. You rush off. I'll hold on to one of your viney appendages, and as you swing, I'll basically turn it into a super weapon. I'll hang on. I'll turn it into a super weapon, and you kind of swing it as normal while I'm touching it, and it's like a.
Got it.
I'll act as your arm.
Yeah, he just sort of stretches it out and attaches like a long vine so you can channel the energy through it. But before that, guys, we're dealing with the B plot over here. Let's go to Shisaka no Hagama real quick. Because it's still technically in a straight line, when Manda flung him last term, I want Shisaka no Hagama to use that momentum to tackle.
Alright.
Oh, it should be a plus. Oh, no. No.
The soldier is more prepared this time, I'm afraid to say.
Unfortunate. As they thrash and impact on the ground, just as they let out a furious roar. Let me check something. I don't think that's a move action, no. Instead, they're just going to do the same thing they did last time where, hey, it'll get a bonus because they have attack stages. As they're going to splash up into the air and just barrel down, crash down. And that fails too, actually.
Yeah, no, the soldier's was far more wary since a brother and die, I'm afraid to say.
Unfortunate. We're going over
back
this.
To the B plot.
Yeah, back to the B plot. I'm going to roll to form the plant bursts. I'm also just, because I have fucking so much. I'm gonna spend 3 ki to just further boost move speed and augment the seed pods. I'm gonna make my last Hapticalm to boost me. And then I'm gonna boost forward at Aachen and the guy and just do big sword slash. He'd become smaller for this to better manage the movement.
Alright, regular size or like 2x2 or like what
Regular size, yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So here's... I'll reroll that.
I'll actually make it a 2x2. That way Val has something to... logistically speaking.
And then, as Manda is prepping the seed pods, I want to ask you, Ballast, right? I guess either A, would one of the two be more effective than the other, would you wager, or should I just try one and see what you say? Between splitting high kick and chokeslam.
So, and the idea is whichever you're going to do is basically launch padding Manda.
Yeah, I'm just trying to launch pad Manda, yeah.
Alright, what are the difference between the two, just so I know?
The difference is that Atom splitting high kick mechanically inflicts knockback by sending things into the air, and Chernobyl chokeslam is like a grab and slam down, so it's like a similar movement, but it doesn't necessarily inflict knockback. Normally it's used to like bury someone in the ground.
I'd say the first one probably would work better.
In which case, as Manda is prepping the seed pods...
It's time for a new technique then, eh? The nuclear plant burst!
As I'm gonna go for Atom splitting high kick.
Nuclear.
Timed with as the pods burst and just kick into Manda to send him flying even faster.
Alright. Being launched forward, so we'll see what that's super weapons like as well.
Oh, and you know what, actually, just real quick, sorry to interrupt, I'll add a little bit more oomph by spending a fucking atom, to make a fucking explosion and send him further. So, I'm just gonna spend 1, I have 7.
Yeah.
Oh my god. You're not human.
I'm not okay!
He's evolving!
I'm not okay, I'm evolving!
Dude, the Tector
weapons, like, I don't know, atom splitting sword, amber atom splitting sword would be pretty epic.
Yeah, sounds about accurate.
All right. So super. Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to describe it happening as this way, right? Manda basically sticks out his arm, and vines of various makes and forms start wrapping around the swords as pods of energy are created within them. Victector then picks up Manda by the leg and fucking throws him with a small nuclear detonation at incredible speeds. Thou, being a normal person of sorts, was not ready. Like, everything is perfectly fine in theory, but theory is one thing and reality is a distinctly different thing sometimes. They managed to fill this sword with some energy of a super weapon nature, but not nearly as effectively as they might have intended. All of this to say, however, you do manage to immediately fucking slice this thing in twain. And I'll say, let's see, he has some DR. How much were you spending on it, Manda, just to confirm?
Spending 6 for the base effect, 4 for the key bonus, and then I was augmenting it with haptic homes.
Alright. And you rolled like a 10 and a 12 or some shit, right? 14, 13, alright. In which case, his DR is 3 normally. Alright, I'll say you deal 37 damage to him. Mocking like. Alright. So he will be able to move 37 spaces.
Wow.
Um,
I'm going to run from this combat.
target you, I make you spend all your stamina protecting your summon. You're summoned here, just kind of like, I guess we deal with the guy. I guess, they're gonna try to deal with the guy to their foolishness. They do nothing, of course. But more importantly, let's see if we get Desert Spot back.
Yeah. Nope. See you next round.
Alright, what are we gonna do with my main action in that case? Great question, indeed. Alright. So, I'm going to use 5 stamina to try to create a guardian, I think.
This
That
makes
will
sense.
Succeed. Jesus Christ. Poppy. We're going to be summoning him here.
I'm not sure how I feel about the tone of this shifting from Aking being the boss to Manda being the boss.
Monster!
I'll pay my
The
upkeep.
Guardian has a held action.
I bet it does. 2DR.
The outclass is simply not worth it against you. Like, sure, there's the miss chance, I guess, but aside from that, I don't...
I wish I had healing.
You have healing, brother. Oh, you mean for us? I see.
Yeah.
You can
Like
make an
healing
apple
for
or
you.
something and force feed it to someone, but I mean, is that effective? It's up to you.
Well, the problem is I'd have to do it as my main action, which means I'd heal
Yeah.
you for like maybe 5 or 6, but then they just hit you twice for like 8.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
cause like here, let's think of it like this, right? Like, at least for you, you don't need to worry about any of the little guys. I think the big guardians deal enough to maybe hit you, maybe. So any of the little guys, they're not a problem for you. So it's really just Ake
me, so I'm fine spending a bunch. I could like put vines into y'all and just like feed key energy through it to see if I can like accelerate their healing
Yeah.
factor.
Yeah, I mean, hey, if you want to go for that, I mean, yeah, that could work out.
To confirm, in that case, Drake, I would say you could use the one lifesteal ability of yours using key to basically invert it if you wanted.
Oh really?
I mean, considering what you're saying is literally was you attempting to do that throughout without in a very roundabout way, I'd say you could just instead do that. Considering that makes sense to me.
Would it still have the cap?
I would say so, yes.
What negative are y'all at?
-3.
I'm a -1.
So I could heal you to 4, and I could heal you to 2. And I'll spend, I think I can spend up to 4 with key, so I'll spend max of 4 and max of 5, so 9. That is a crit.
Yeah, that's my boy. That's my boy.
What is this, the
I'll
second
take
time
that.
it's ever happened?
It's the second time it's ever happened, and the first time I'm getting the proficiency for it.
And how long have you had that upgrade for again?
Since I was at 60 proficiency, so around
Ooh.
152 was about 53 episodes ago. So give or take, a little.
How
over
many
that.
years?
That's a great damn question.
Oh
now,
my
ain't it?
god.
All right, so in which case I'll play Monda's theme.
Yeah, go for it.
And I'll say yeah, you can each heal for 10.
Oh, 10.
Nice.
Sick. All right.
Yeah, because it was 5
Yeah.
times 2.
Yep. No, it makes sense. Just, it's a big number.
And for my bonus
No, you
actions,
healed for 10.
I'm just gonna
Gekko's is
make.
dead.
Oh, right. I was about to ask. I was like, I'll just wait. Thank you.
I'm just going to use bonus actions to, pull back the amber blade I've made and just slam it into both of these guys.
All right.
I'll reroll that. Ah, fuck me.
So what's giving you these
No, you're
rerolls,
good,
by the
Mama.
way? I've been very curious.
So the same thing that gives him the black wings gives him something where, after making a roll, he can spend 6 to reroll.
I see.
Yeah.
I got nothing.
Fuck. I could try to use my anytime to rework that. Do y'all think it's worth? Because I want to take them down because otherwise they're just both gonna smack Val again.
Yeah, I think it's probably worth it.
Yeah, I'll use danger approaching to adjust it. There we go.
Okay. And you're trying to go for both of the Sand Soldiers, correct?
Yeah.
With an 11, I would say you can get one of them. So you could just dip this one.
Fair enough. That
Is that your turn?
is. Well, let me think. What happens? So if I get big, that one's just gonna walk around. I guess if I get big, it might stop the Guardian from reaching Vitector, so I'll get big.
Alright.
5 by 5.
Let's see. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5.
It also gives Val some place to hide. That's my turn.
Okay.
All right.
It's true.
The bottom left. Oh, okay. Well, if that one's just gone, never mind. Victector.
Yeah, no, that one's gone because they last for 2 rounds. So.
Gotcha.
Is there any way to resist Mummify?
Not intrinsically. If you could theoretically, like theoretically, you could find a way, but not intrinsically.
Yeah, because I have the one talent that prevents me from, like, being damaged and shit by, like, natural aging and disease, but, like, supernatural shit still works, and this is still a supernatural thing, I assume. I can post the talent.
Can you post how it works? Yeah.
Yeah. Because I have it. I've just been assuming that it wouldn't really be doing much just because of how this works, but,
Yeah.
this.
Let's see. Oh yeah, atomically. Okay, that makes sense. Cannot be injured by the aging process, nor is he will also never go bald, etc. However, he can be affected by if they are somehow supernaturally induced, such as someone having disease. I'd say yeah, no, it doesn't infreely, but I'll say that you can like with this, I'd say you can try to like use a move action to try to get rid of it, I guess.
Let me see, because if I use my movement action, if I do a weird diagonal, I could still try and hit Aken with that, because the issue is that I don't, with my movement being reduced, I don't have enough range to really even get into range to hit Aken, because I could hit these small guys. I mean, like, maybe the small, hitting the goons is worth it? I mean, I guess it is. It forces Aken to fucking take it, wouldn't it? Yeah.
I could, So, Manda has 2 bonus actions. I've just been saving one of them in case people need a roll bonus. I could use that to get you in range.
No, the more I think about it, the more I think that it is actually probably just good for me to go and, now that I have more stamina than I thought I would, to go in and attack the Guardians, because so long as we keep getting rid of the Guardians, Aken's gonna be more inclined to summon more, which uses more of his stamina, so I'm gonna go ahead, go 1.53, using my movement, and I'm gonna go for an atom-splitting high kick, just hitting this fucking guy. So,
Alright.
Let's see it. Okay. It's hopefully something. I'll, you know, at the same time, since normally... Oh, well, no, because it's 5 to 7 damage, and then does another 3. So, these guys have 8. Hopefully, it knocks him out.
These guys have
where's the
15.
extra 3 coming
Oh,
from?
okay, yeah. The extra 3, because this creates a base-level atomic detonation, inherently.
Oh. Well, he also has 2 DRs.
Yeah, you know what? In that case, because let me just check the cost on. Yeah, my cost is 2 per atom. Yeah, you know what? I'll spend an atom, and go down to 3 stamina, to try and increase, just add a little bit of extra damage, on there.
Yeah. And does this just generally extra damage, or does it have a...
It is 3, or, yeah, deals damage equal to atoms times 3, so it'd be another 3 damage.
Alright. Yep, takes that.
Alright, so yep.
You seem to dealt roughly about half its stamina.
Yep. It would create an area centered on the target, so, I mean, it's... Centered is weird, because this guy's a 2x2, so it's like here, but then... I'd say it'd probably take priority of this way, since that's, you know, closer to Victector. And with that being the case, that's my main action. Victector doesn't have any fucking bonus actions that I can use, and since I didn't roll high enough for the combo, I think that's just gonna be it, but at least this guy is mostly softened up, and if we can get rid of him, that removes one of Aken's lifelines and also one of his, like, big hitters, so that's something.
Alright, Val, your turn.
Okie dokie. Well, I think I still need to succeed 1 roll. Yes, I do. Okay.
Succeeded 3 rolls?
Huh?
You haven't succeeded 3 rolls?
I have. I've succeeded 5 specifically. I need 1 more to get the thingy.
Oh, okay.
They're trying to get the next instance of it, is what they're doing.
I'm gonna do my dailies, dude. I gotta get my dailies. Yeah, her alias, she has do tasks in order to get power, basically. All right. So, here's the question: do I go full offense with the Venus ID, or do a bit more loosey goosey with the Alaya one? Actually, fuck it, we roll. I'm gonna spend 1 pull shard to roll a basic ticket. So, basic, go. It's an uncommon. Doesn't often happen. Which is a 29. 1d29, and that means that was a 14. So, oh, not again! Not you again! Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
It's Anarchist Dimitri.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Lord. Fuck. Well, that is pretty good, actually, in some ways. It's good to have in the back pocket, I suppose, but, how much stamina do I have? 9?
Yeah.
Sure, whatever. How much? Because I got -1 movement. That would mean 5, 4. Yeah, for the sake of avoiding getting the shit kicked out of me, Val is going to use her free action to swap into the Dido ID, and then boop into the groves, so she can disappear. But before that, let's lash out. So, Pinka Bonko, she's doing this, and just get a random word generator real quick. So,
Do you roll before or after you roll the words?
I am not sure how.
'Cause I'm pretty sure with how the regular Mars usually rolls the d20s and then he chooses their word.
Yeah. Okay, I'll do that.
So
well,
no.
No.
I'll say play one.
Yeah. I was gonna say probably one of these abilities where it's like, yeah, at default play 1. All right. Well, she tries to like manifest this remnant of energy, and it doesn't work. So you know what? I'll
I
do
could
it funny.
try to maybe help that.
It's alright. Don't worry about it.
I mean, I may as well, because I can't use it as a defensive anytime. I can only use it to help people.
Well, I mean, if that's the case, feel free.
I'm gonna try to use my hapticombs to like lift them up to like Val's temples and send like a psychic spark through them. To just sort of invigorate their mind for a second.
Val,
I'm gonna say you can attempt. The DC's gonna be high on that one, buddy.
Done.
stimulation.
No.
Whoa! Val like
Was
jumps
that good
back
enough?
like as these vines
No,
come in, like
That was like a 15 plus sort of roll on this.
I'll reroll.
Oh god.
Yeah.
I'm afraid a 5 is not a 15 or higher.
I may as well. Had to use it on something.
Yeah. Val jumps back like, what are you doing exactly? What's? Hey,
I was
you
trying to
invade
help.
my mind, or? All right. I mean, I believe you, but I was fucking weird. All right. So, as before I finish my turn, real quick, I'm just gonna, I was gonna do one more pull.
Alright.
So essentially, this just lets me draft a kit feature, a la Umbra's like draft.
No, I get you.
Which I will do in the background.
Yeah.
'Cause they need to fucking like get the whole thing up. But yeah.
Alright. Hawkins' turn. He pays his one upkeep. He rolls his d6 and hopes that we get the ability to Tamanda. He does not. Alright. And then we do the funny 6 damage to Victector with Guardian.
It's 6 damage.
Yes.
Well, I gotta try it. Let's try and stop this goddamn guy's heart, you know?
I'll say you take an additional 1 after cost, but
Okay.
otherwise it is stopped.
Alright, I'm still up.
Okay.
Christ almighty. So, it's
and-
only D 4,713.
Let's see. Manda is difficult terrain, correct?
For enemies.
Yeah. Sand Soldier is going to walk up and try to hit Val. Because they're also in the forest, I'm going to say they understand and don't have to try to perceive.
How much movement does he have?
It can be
5.
useful.
It's 2.5. Rounding up.
Huh.
Well, you moved up 3 spaces. That'd be 6,
Oh,
right?
was it 3? Oh, okay. I miscounted it then. It then tries to cut at you, Val. I'm misjudging. Chips into Manda, healing him. Oh, I got a good chuckle out of me. All right, you did your healing, factoring in the minor that you took, etc., etc. I assume.
Yeah.
All right. So how does the Dido Arlia invisibility thing work exactly?
The specific wording is literally just she becomes sort of imperceptible. So it's like I think it's
you
just
post
like a
it for me,
shadowy
please.
like I think it would just be a roll to perceive thing, and then otherwise she's just physical, you know.
Could you post it for me, please? I will restate.
Okay. Well, the exact wording is, in low light environments, she can become imperceptible. So,
Alright, so you used your full movement to get in there. Is it just a free action to activate this, or how does that work?
good question. I was assuming it was sort of like if you end your turn in shadow, you can like blend in, but
Okay.
it's up to you.
Because of the half movement thing, I wasn't sure what that implied.
It's
I'll
the
give the
implication is that once you
Sand
start
Soldier a
moving
roll
again,
to
you...
perceive.
Okay.
I'm gonna say that fails, so it's going to have a held action. All
Seems
right.
actually move.
And then Akin himself, because he. All right, we need to get it going. So he's going to move to over here, and he's going to use his Copish as a bonus action against you, Manda. That will deal 3, but 3 isn't really much to you. But it will do 1 mummify if you take it, so it's up to you on how that interacts.
Let me
Drake?
think.
Okay.
Those guys. The Guardian hasn't gone yet, right?
The Guardian already rolled against Victector, it just hasn't moved yet.
Okay. I'll just take it.
Alright, where are you putting the mummify into?
It's just. The movement doesn't really matter for me, so I'll just put it more into movement.
All right. So you're down to 4 movement left. Don't worry, no, I'm almost there. And then he's going to use his main action, because he still has that, to use his other basic attack, Hand of Set. Let's see. As you see the wrappings around his arm start to shift and move away as he reaches out to bip at you. Yeah, I'll say that'll be doing 7 and a if it hits. And a mummified.
I'll just shoot a glob of Psycho Spider Silk at him to restrict his movements.
Ooh, you can hit him with a glob.
A glob.
I'll say that it makes it so that you only take 3 damage, and 1 wild magic instead, but you'll still get the mummify with an 8.
Gotcha.
So let me just roll the wild magic. Well, that doesn't do anything to you. Damn it.
Cream pie. Dealing 1 damage and healing me for...
Fucking blinded. What kind of horse shit is this? You lucky.
You did this to yourself. You did this. You made
No.
this.
I did not write the DBA wild magics, and also I'm not the one who somehow got the 1 in 300 to be hit by something that I'm completely immune to. I'm not that motherfucker. All right. So that was that turn.
Oh, you foolish guardian, ending your turn in the radioactive area. Take 1 damage.
0 damage, DR.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's better, right?
Come on, big money! Yeah, big money! Yeah! That's what I've been waiting for. That's
what it's all about.
All right.
That's what it's all about.
All right. So first and foremost, let's have the guardian try to smack Victor.
Like, what if he didn't?
What if he did?
Yeah,
4 damage.
4 damage. Yeah, I'm back down to -3. Good night.
Oh no.
Alright.
Fuck.
Block that.
Hold on.
Well,
I can help with that.
Okay.
In theory.
you might want to save it, because he has Desert Spada back, so he's just going to use that immediately after this.
That is true.
Yeah. And it is more important for, like, more of us to be up, so if you can ensure your own safety, that's important.
It's fine. I got 2 anytimes with in data mode. And one of them could be used. Oh, how much does Desert Spada cost?
It's a 4 cost.
Ooh. Well, I can try to counteract it, but it will knock me out. Who cares? Anyway, I'm going to dash and try to take Victor with me to, like, so I can move up to my movement, which is currently 4. So it would be like that, out of the way.
Okay.
Whoop.
You want to clash, buddy?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Well, good luck.
No, get a 20. Watch.
You know,
There you go.
It's you
Egg on my
touched
face.
You touched the detector to activate the ability. What do you expect?
What is this feeling?
This is what you feel like all the time?
There we go. So it's not gonna grab prof since that's not your actual role. Safely and soundly get him out of the way.
Really? Oh man.
I mean, that's not how escalations are not the actual role. It's enhancement of the action.
Fair enough.
But yeah, the Guardian fucks up, so it's fine.
Alright,
Guardian
well.
will then take 1 step because it has a lowered movement. All right. Well, the Sand Soldier was gonna go for Val. Was. This one's gonna move here.
Yep.
This one's going to move. This one's gonna double move. Alright, this one's gonna, up at the top corner is gonna use made action to attack Protector.
What if it didn't, though? What if it just didn't?
2 damage.
Alright, so I'm at -1.
Fuck.
Alright. Akin is going to use a bonus action to attack with his Kopesh on Manda. That'll be doing 3 damage to you, Manda. And 1 Mummify if it hits.
Go ahead.
Alright, what are you putting the Mummify into?
Movement.
Alright. Akin's going to take a move action. Akin's going to attempt to use his ability.
Yeah, which ability is it?
That's a good question. Isn't it?
Yeah.
Jeez, I can't wait to find out. Oh my god!
That's insane, dude. Man, you're Mr.
don't know.
8 today, huh?
I guess so. Alright, with an 8, I will say this will be doing 10 damage.
Not so fast, Sandman. I've got a little something up my sleeve. So, putting pretty much all of she has and more into this. She's going to fucking cornered rat spite this. As he manifests this fucking sharp blade of sand, she like pushes past her limits, putting everything she has into this fucking attack to counteract it. So this will cost her 5, putting her to -1 at the end of this exchange. But I can try to overcome it with itself.
Alright. Yeah, you'll be fine. Manda, are you doing anything, considering Val would stop the damage you're taking, and it's an intercept by equivalent measure, and they wouldn't be able to do it before the action that affects you, as it were.
I do have one other note, which is doing this successfully would activate passive, which is Alai's passive, but instead it lashes out at other epithets instead of empowering herself. Meaning, I can give him one of these debuffs for the rest of combat, or however long it says. And I'm going to give him -1 rolls.
Alright. Sure. So yeah, are you taking it, Manda, or are you trying to do something for yourself to confirm?
A teleport.
Okay.
9. 10.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, you manage it.
So, well, wait a second. I need to take care of the Guardian. Guess over here. I don't want to get rid of Protector's area because they're helping right now.
Alright. Manda, it's your turn.
Oh, foolish guardian! You ended your turn in my
It used its
area.
movement.
Take
Just-
the 1 damage.
It's not looking good.
You're both down again.
Yep. I'm at -1.
They're only slightly down, though.
Yeah.
Okay. First things first, I'm just gonna bonus action, become small for a second. You don't need to resize me, because I'm gonna get big again. Become small for a second. He pops in, haptic home wraps around his arm. He's just gonna punch the Guardian.
Okay.
That does
normal
like
damage is roughly,
17
6.
damage.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, yeah, I know you pop it.
Yep.
Pop it.
Got that out of the way. I'm going to use the Sap Sipper thing to try and heal them again. Burst it with Key. I'll reroll that.
All right. Yeah. Let me combat thing back on. So you're doing the 5 and then throwing in some key to try and empower is what you're saying?
Yep.
Alright, I'll say with a 16, how much key are you throwing in?
3, 4, because I'm 15.
Alright, yeah, I'll say they can both heal for 7.
And I am going to. You guys can deal with 2 guys. It's fine.
Oh no, 2 guys.
I'm going to teleport over to Aachen and down smash.
Six. You both heal for 7, Gecko, so you're at 6.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Thanks.
That's
Go
a
ahead and
12 minus 4, so 8.
his DR is 3 against physical, so
No, I have an arm
it's
that's
just
not
the
affected,
range.
actually. So that's just a 12.
So how much damage?
17.
Alright, he has some DR. You will take 1 contact damage. But that means you do take 1 mummify, even though you heal from this exchange. So what do you put in that mummify, buddy?
I'll just put in a movement.
Alright. You're down to 0 movement now, right?
6, I'm down to 2 movement.
Alright. I'm almost there. I'm almost so free. If I just confirm now, he's about 1/3 health, just to confirm for you.
Okay, got it.
Detector.
Detector. This goes away.
Ooh,
This
man, we're going back and down and up and down. I'm losing my consciousness. Ooh. How you holding up?
there's part of me that wonders, does this simulation carry all of my strength? Is that why I fall? But no. That is looking for excuses. Clearly I have not trained hard enough. But the Bramble Dragon Child, he knows what he's doing. Humbled yet again, I must reassess how I learn.
As he steps over here, and I'm gonna go for fucking Newton Nunchaku in the area, or like the line attack, just try and hit both guys.
Alright.
Get rid of the rest of the mooks, and if he wants more, he's gonna have to spend his actions for it. So this will be 3 stamina. Almost a natural 20.
Almost.
I fucking wanted it.
7 damage?
Yeah, it's 7 damage to both of them.
Alright, so this one dies, and this one is still
Yeah,
up
but
at
it's
1.
okay, because that was a successful attack, so I can have it, I can spend my Newtons, so I'm gonna go for an atomic detonation as this fucking trillion Newton line is released and snaps here at the very end of it. Or I guess not the very end, but, at the last target of it. He seems okay at first, but from within, the very atoms making up his body explode! As I'm gonna, whee. Maybe it's a 6.
You lucky motherfucker.
Yeah.
You only needed to deal.
Yep. Alright. So I'm a net neutral for atoms this turn. That was my main and movement. I don't have a bonus. I'm back to 1 stamina, but that's okay because I'm still up. And I got rid of the mooks, so hell yeah.
Wow.
Good job. Okay. Well, for reference, the card I got with one more pull.
Yeah.
What was that? Sorry, yeah. What's your
Sorry.
ultra card?
The one more pull card I got from thingy was
Yeah.
Echo's Terra Twin, which is really good for Val
sweet
because it kind of
mother of
works.
Christ.
It works really well with a kit. Anyway, so I have -1 movement, but also +1 movement, so I'm actually back to 5. I think I can make it here. I just need to check something. If I'm there, that would be 4. I think. Let's see. What's the range on this? It is 6 range. Oh, wow, easy. Alright, great. So Val moves up to here. And let's see if
Does
there's
the
anything I
nuclear
can do.
zones not affect allies as well, or just?
They do affect allies, but they only take effect when oh well, no, because there's the movement. Yeah.
There's the movement reduction.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. They have to go around them. Alright.
Yeah, they do affect ally. The only person that's immune to it is Victector, and I mean, I guess theoretically anyone else is immune to radiation, but you know.
Was that up here or down there?
I think you were over in the topper one.
Okay, cool.
That's
alright,
the
if
thing.
that's the case.
Victector, you know, that's one of his downsides is that he has a lot of things that can be friendly fire. It's just that it hasn't been as relevant in this combat because Monda doesn't care about that. So
Yeah. Remember. Okay. If that is the case, jeez, that does make things a bit more difficult for me. But that means I can go here. And that means I'm out of range. Oh. How much damage is it? It's one burst.
it's not damage. It's once you enter
you have
it.
-2 movement throwing it is the problem.
Yeah, you lose 2 movement.
I see.
That's why. It's because I was like, I don't know if I have enough movement to get through it as well. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. Which is, well, you know, backup plan then. Holding out her hand, Val is going to pump her all into Lash Out. So, let's go, rolling.
All right.
Pretty
let's see those
good.
words.
Yes, let's. Three words. Right, it is opposed, exacting, garlic. Man, if we were fighting
A vampire.
I
Yeah.
totally had him. A fucking Val is going to hold her hand out, and I already got to pass for that. Shouldn't have done that yet. What she's gonna do is create an opposed force to Arkin. So a giant rippling like water sphere just like manifests above him and is gonna like tear down through his his sandy defenses.
And how much would you like to spend on this?
I'm happy to spend like, let's go like 4. 3 to 4.
Let's see. In which case, I'll say he takes 10 water damage.
Excellent.
And that will forcibly shift him off of sand armor.
Yippee.
Let's see. I'm just gonna do a thing for it because I'm pretty sure I didn't. Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure this is just the sand armor token for Aken, so I didn't actually tables. If it has the little misty thing, that means it's not in sand armor.
Got it.
Would you say that's your turn?
No. Do I have a bonus action available to me? I do.
I
in
mean, you
Venus.
currently have Dimitri, and he has several bonus actions.
He does have several bonus actions. I spent a little bit too much, so I don't think I'm going to take those up.
Yeah. I mean, you can at least start moving closer if you want. I know obviously that means he'll just move again, but I mean he's gonna move regardless. So.
God knows where he's gonna go.
Yeah.
You're right.
Oh, I forgot. He took 10, so he's going to use this anytime before he's too far away from that to confirm.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So I'll roll for that real quick. Yep.
Now,
And
since
he
he's
fails.
dissolving into sand, no, sir, I hit you with water. You.
Alright, sorry, are you
Yeah.
moving? All
Moves up there, and then, yeah. Oh. Yeah, for the sake of having two anytimes to do stuff, I'll stay in Dido, and then that's my time.
Don't forget to roll a recharge for your big anytime.
Ah, true. Yep, recharge.
Alright, you get it back. Alright,
Handy.
speaking of recharge, now I have to roll 2 recharges, because if his armor is turned off, he has to roll be able to try to do it again. First is Desert Spada, second is Desert, is Sand Armor.
Oh no.
Desert Spada's back.
I'm sorry. I think you put that the wrong way around, actually.
No, I specified very specifically just
Yeah.
in case. I'm afraid to tell you, my friend. So first and foremost, we're going to use our Kopesh against Manda as
Yeah.
a bonus action. Well, I would be doing 3 to you, buddy. And 1 Mummify.
Thing. Because if he wants to summon guys again, that'll have to take his action. He's always going to be able to bonus action. Presumably he's going to Desert Spada. So... I'm going to use my barrier.
Okay. Yeah, you barrier.
Yep.
Alright. So, you are correct. I have to choose between summoning a guy or Desert Spada, and it's a bit of a difficult question.
Yeah.
Which I think in this scenario is answered with I go for Desert Spada.
Okay.
In
Yep.
this line.
Yep. No, it makes sense.
So, and I do have a -1 to this, of course. But here's the roll.
Okay.
Alright, a 7. I'm going to say that I'll be doing the 9 since that is the low end.
Yep. If you have something, Manda, feel free. If you don't, I'm gonna go down. So I'm gonna anytime anyway, just to try and cancel this for you. If you don't have shit.
I was just gonna see if I could danger approaching and like kick him to the side or something.
Okay.
Which he'll become small, and then teleport to his side and just big kick, knock him away so he disrupts the casting.
You both. Well, I was gonna say both your legs have a -2, right? But that does not seem to be relevant to this sort of situation. Which direction are you kicking him in?
Sort of down here.
All right. Focusing more on knockback or also on damage?
More on knockback.
All right. Yeah. So you just disrupt him. And I'll say with the plus -2 +1 yada yada. Yeah, you cancel it. So Akin's turn. We're gonna roll 2d6 on recharge.
Yeah.
First
That's
one is Desert Spada.
That's crazy. Too bad it's gonna
Damn
roll
it!
Okay.
Oh man.
Okay. Well, Desert Spada is no longer taking my main action this turn.
I guess
So
that
we're
makes your
gonna
choice
summon a
easy, huh?
guy.
Yeah. Ooh.
That's a 4. Oh, 5 cost. Oh no.
All right. Defenses are down.
Alright.
Get him!
It's, the defenses are down, but it's Kopesh time, my friends.
True.
That's going to be doing 2 damage to you, Manda.
I'm gonna spider silk him where he was standing so he gets stuck to the ground. Where's spider silk? There you go.
Manda's turn.
Am I upkeep? You guys are still up, right?
Yeah, we're still up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't able
Didn't
to
it
use the
summon?
Spada and had no.
So my instinct is just to try and get as much damage on him as possible. Though I should also, well no, because I'm gonna damage him. He's gonna anytime zoop away, so I should damage him first. So I'm teleport. Actually, I don't even need to teleport. I move. I Heptacomb. I big smash.
Okay.
At 20 die.
Yeah. Alright. How much would that roughly do on a normal
34.
sort of turn? Alright. 34, you say? Interesting. What prof are you at, by the way? Considering that's an actual
59.
2020. Oh, that's a high number, but let me just make sure. No, okay, no, nothing yet. All right.
Where do you get one in the
Let's
next
see.
one?
So you said 34?
Yeah.
All right. He takes that and elects not to use it anytime for completely uncertain reasons as to why that would be the case.
Hey, Monza, do you have more actions, or I can try and finish him off if you don't?
You know what? Look, we can do one big attack together.
Okay.
I'll use my other bonus actions to just have to come and pull both of you in.
Gotcha,
Alright,
sure.
let's either roll for it.
I'll reroll.
Alright.
Alright. If we're here, I was just gonna look at him really hard, and you know what? Honestly, because it rolls with advantage, I think it's still my best option.
Alright, Val, is there anything you want to do while Hector's looking at him really hard?
Val looks to Victector and sees this is a man who could become an ultra rare. She's gonna push him. Let's see. You know what? Fuck it, we roll.
Oh wait. I have a suggestion, Val.
Yes.
I suggest moving into Dimitri's sheet if you can.
Yeah, she could do that. Yeah.
Because I will tell you this: the boss is at 1 stamina.
Yeah, figured.
So, theoretically, there's a norm thing that you could, something that we normally do times is everyone finishing off the boss together.
Yeah,
that's so
this
true.
norm could be made.
That's so true. As Val switches, her hat turns to a beret, and she looks at Arkin. I promise, I'm not gonna beat the fuck out of you. Let me show you. Promises, after all, are in fact made to be broken. Just gonna break that promise right fucking now. Behold my once per combat norm maker.
Yeah.
Let's get him.
So, roll for norm maker.
Yeah.
As
And then roll for
Dogpile him.
Feel the weight of the world upon your shoulders. Behold, atomic karate.
yeah, that's a natural 20 with my fucking bonus.
let's see if the other is a 2020. Thank God for that. Alright, so Val's like, get him! Victector stares at
gonna bank it, or
Yeah, I might bank it. Save it for
Yippee.
something. Because I'll be real, I don't think he needs stamina anymore.
You could take
Could say that
companionship.
again. Yeah, I'm honestly heavily considering companionship just as like a, because then they put them all at 5, with Val.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck it, let's do it.
Hell yeah.
She's like, yeah, these guys are strong. Fuck.
Yeah. So I assume you're splitting it evenly.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll do 2-2. So both at 6 with Val.
Gotcha. What was Val's last name again? It was
Pilgrim.
Pilgrim. Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll do it. We'll bank it.
All right. You'll get whatever you get at when you become at it.
Yeah.
The whole phrase.
And obviously I didn't pick prof, but as I mentioned, I got something that wasn't relevant, right? Which I think is a nice little bookend to what started this off. Of it's an upgrade to my my daily practice talent.
Of course it is.
Yeah, I got this at 24.
Of course it is.
Where
Never skip practice day, which is every day.
the DC for the +2 to rolls is decreased by 2. In addition, if I would roll the required DC, I may forego this boon to really put his all into one specific trait of his for the session. He may add Master to any of the names of his things, even if it already has it, to buff it in some way. And if I get a nat 20 on my daily practice, I get both benefits, because,
I see.
that won't be happening very frequently, certainly not. So I've never crit as Victector, so we don't need to worry about that ever occurring.
And obviously,
7
it's been a
crits?
while since we've done bounties, of course, but this one had, second thing of you can either get the Ancient Ankh or Shield of the Scarab each. Up to you guys which one you want to take each.
Do we know what they do? I forget.
I assume that they've been posted, so I'll just post them.
Would die, keeping the threshold 1 away. 2 uses before breaking, free action to reduce the damage for its holder and any adjacent allies. Okay.
Well, I mean, Ancient Ankh is funny. But I've already taken Ancient Ankh, so
Yeah, I don't remember who took what.
yeah.
Well,
you see, I believe Hero took it and then used it to save villain. So
Oh, I see.
as a last minute, like, you guys, I'm not gonna let this guy die,
I'm gonna take the
Thanks.
Scarab.
It's good for Val anyway, because if she's fucking left with a gacha without any defensive options, she is defenseless. So.
And you also get 30 league points. Whoa,
Yeah, we did it! Yeah! Hell yeah. That was a fun time. Thank you for running it, friend.
I'm glad to have done so.
Yeah. So, yeah, fun time. I hope all of you in chat enjoyed. If you did and you want to know when, where, how, why, you can catch up with more of the things we're doing here on this Twitch channel. Make sure to join our Discord server, Fine Dining. Wow, there it is. Join that link, get notified and whatnot. There's our goddamn link, so join it. And, yeah. Yet again, I hope you all enjoyed. Thank you to everybody involved, including all of you, all my fellow players, and once again, to Ballast for running this. And until the next time, whether it be in a bounty or something else, we'll see you all next time. Say goodbye to chat, everybody.
Goodbye to chat.
Goodbye.